All right, take two. Welcome back to the Panther Soccer Podcast, episode 14, the Olivia Bowl episode. Before we get into Olivia Bowl, these are two freshmen on the UNI women's soccer team, Denise and Giselle. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good.
How are you doing?
I'm tired.
Yep.
I've been up since like 4 a.m., so
Oh.
yeah.
Are we going to elaborate on that, or are we just going to let that be?
Find a better resource for laundry. That's my one piece of advice. Anyways, so what do you guys have to say about your teammate, Olivia Bowl?
Cracked.
Cracked?
Goated. She's such a star. Liv shines so bright in the back line. Honestly, she's so reliable. Great person, great teammate. Love her.
That's fair. And like I feel like knowing from what we lost from the team last year, she just fit right in.
Yeah.
Like she didn't miss a beat, filling in that center back spot. And I just feel like she works very well with Caroline, Allison, and Maddie Soleric back in the back four. And she does very content on the ball. And yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? I already asked you guys that.
That's okay.
But
Really good.
really good. That's great to hear. So
Second week of school?
Yeah.
Ready to get after it?
I am not ready to get after it. Okay, so before we get into the topic I really want to get into, I just have one major question revolving around the Western Illinois game. So before the game, you guys were all in your circle, like with all your teammates, all the coaches, and like Bruce said something. I don't know what it was, and then all of you guys all at the same time were like, yeah. And I'm curious, what did Bruce say in that huddle before the game?
He said
Word for word? I don't remember exactly verbatim.
Like,
No, he was like, let's take a dub and but not get out of here or something like that and go back home. And we were like, yeah! Because we wanted to take a dub and go back home, but we got a tie. It wasn't better than a loss, but I mean, we still wanted to get the win, but...
Yeah, don't we all? That was, yeah, I don't know how you guys felt, but, as you guys were probably more exhausted than Spencer and I because you guys actually played. Spencer and I, literally, as soon as we got done with class, we drove straight to Western Illinois.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see you guys there.
I didn't either.
We were talking to Spencer during lunch, Marissa
Yep.
and I, and he was just we were just casually talking about getting ready for the game and just I don't know, soccer, school as a whole, and not once did he mention any of that. And so when we saw him when he saw you guys walk up, Marissa and I were like, they're actually here, that's so sick. So that was cool.
I mean, we did try to keep it a secret. The only two players we told were Ashley Harrington and Megan Bennington, because Megan Bennington was on the podcast previously, and she was like, oh, what trips are you guys making? And I was like, well, I can't reveal the big trip we're going to make, but we are supposedly, just two of us are going to make the trip to Western Illinois, because we figured it out, 3.5-hour drive. We get done with class at, I don't know what time we got done, but...
It was going to be enough time to get there.
Oh, easily, even with the 4 o'clock start, and then you guys pushed it back to 5:30, and we're like, yes, more time, we can run to Punch before the game, and then you guys pushed it back to 8, and I'm like, crap, no, now we're not going to get back till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not fun, but it is what it is. So, you guys are off to a great start, it seems like. How do you guys feel about the season so far?
Go ahead.
I feel like we're doing really well for what we've heard in the past and stuff. Everyone's saying, this season I think we're gonna win it all. So I'm like, I think we are. We came out super strong for the first couple games. I feel like, even though we did get the tie, but
it's okay. I feel I agree with you. I feel like we definitely have a lot of potential, and I feel like people don't expect it from us, and I kind of like that. Because it kind of I don't know, I feel like we're the underdogs, but as a team, collectively, we all talk about what the main goal is, and that's to get a ring at the end of the season. So I feel like we all have that in the back of our heads. Every game, it's brought to the forefront, and we know what we're playing for. We're playing for that. We're playing for each other, and I don't know. It's really exciting to feel the energy in the locker room before every game and stuff, because I think we all have that in the back of our heads.
Yeah, that's fair. I felt like I was pretty pissed off, not gonna lie, when I saw the prediction, the projected rankings for the season. I'm like, 6th place? Are you joking? Like, I'm sorry, Murray stayed ahead of us. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, at all. We killed them last year, and I'm pretty sure they lost a lot of players from, like, seniors from last year.
Right, yeah.
I could be wrong with that. Drake, no. I'm sorry. No. If you guys lose that game, I might not come back. No, I'm kidding. That's so mean. I'm so mean.
No, we're not going to lose that game.
No, yeah.
That's a good answer.
We're keeping the undefeated streak.
That's good to hear. Yeah, especially since, this will be released Monday after St. Ambrose and Omaha. Oh well, it's fine.
We're winning both of those games.
Yeah. Well, St. Ambrose, I think, is a pretty underrated test because, like, they did just lose by only 1 goal to the number 2 team in NAIA. Granted, it's NAIA. I have no clue what the skill level is. Supposedly it's below Division 2, above Division 3, but I mean, being the number 2 team in the nation at that level is saying something, and for them to barely lose to them, who knows? I mean, it could be a real test.
True.
But and that's exactly what we need early on to really develop and grow, and Anyway, so doing my research, it's shocking that both of you guys ended up at UNI.
Yeah.
Because both of you guys are from California.
Mm-hmm.
How? Okay, that's scary. How did you guys end up, like, hearing about UNI, or how did you guys get recruited? Since, I feel like there's other schools out there in California on the West Coast that you could have gone to instead, but you guys chose UNI.
Yeah.
Like, what made you guys, like, how do you guys discover UNI?
Okay, so for me, it was all through, like, Bruce, like, recruiting me and everything. Like, back in California, he, like, saw us, like, out in, like, a camp that we had. So, like, all of it, like, when I wanted to go to college, I always wanted to, like, be at Cotal State, because I knew, like, California, like, I just didn't want to be there for, like, 4 years. Like, I did
wanted
not.
4 years outside of California.
Yeah, like, 4 years outside of California. So when I hear about Northern Iowa, I'm like, what is out there? Like, I just heard there's just, like, corn. So I was just kind of, like, a little sketchy about it, but I'm also thinking, like, why not? I mean, like, it's a new place, like, I heard, like, it's really good for, like, people who like to be outside, and I love to be outside. So, like, I don't know, I just thought it would be, like, a good time to just spend my 4 years at, to be honest, just to get something new, and if I don't like it, I'm always going to come back,
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd prefer you not to transfer away,
Oh,
that's totally understandable. And what about you?
Yeah, I would say I met Bruce at the same camp. We play on, like, the same club, not the same, like, team, but, like, we're on the same club. So it was at an ID camp that our club holds every year, and Bruce was there, and I actually met him as I was waiting in line for the porta potty, because he walked out of the porta potty and he was like, "You're Denise," and I was like, "Yeah, who are you?" And he's
that's so sus. Oh no, because he's kind of a bigger dude, so you're probably like, "Oh gosh, how do you know who I am?"
Okay, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I'm, like, the head coach at University of Northern Iowa, and I'd really like to get you out on a visit." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I had the same, like, initial thought as, like, Giselle, like, what's in Iowa? Like, I don't know. And so I talked to my parents about it after the camp, and Bruce had reached out, and he was like, if you're actually interested, I'd like to get you on a visit. And so my parents were like, what's the worst that can happen is you go and you don't like it. But, I mean, at least you gave it a shot. And so I was like, okay, yeah. So I came on my visit, and my host players were actually Caroline and Mackenzie Hood, and, like, kind of like their whole, like, freshman class.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that means you probably stayed in Bender.
I did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I did too.
Oh no! How did you guys not? How did you guys end up saying yes when you guys had to stay in the towers?
No, because it was like they were so welcoming, so nice. Honestly, like, they made my visit here, like, really, like, comfortable. I was really comfortable asking questions. I was comfortable just, like, with them as a whole, and they really had, like, this, like, family feel within the team, and the way they talked about their teammates and just everything about it. And then also, same thing as, like, Giselle said, like, I like being outside. The only thing is my allergies. The first week that I was here, my allergies were so bad, but it's okay. But yeah, I don't know, I really liked just the environment. It's a big, like, change of pace compared to California, And so, like, everywhere in California, it's like, go, 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 like, you gotta get from point A to point B. And so here it's kind of feels a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not as much traffic, and I don't know. I just feel
I
like
don't have to drive. I hate driving. Like, I genuinely, like, hate driving. And, like, when I came here, my mom's like, you're not gonna have a car. I'm like, okay.
Bet. And what?
And what? No gas money?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I don't know. It's really nice here, and so far, like, absolutely no regrets. Like, I've loved every moment of preseason, season so far, and looking forward to the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So, like, do you guys have any other college offers then that were maybe tempting, or like, I don't know, what would your other offers look like then to like be like, yeah, I don't like those ones, which is why I'm coming to UNI. Like, what other schools were interested in you guys?
So I had some like schools in like California, and like the thing was, I felt like I just did not want to stay in California. Like, that was my thing. I did not want to stay in California because, like, I feel like if I stayed closer to home, like, I would just be surrounded by the same people and, like, the same, like, environment, and I would just be, like, too close to, like, home sometimes. It's just, like, honestly, I just wanted to go out. And, like, there was, like, some out-of-state schools, but they just, like, weren't the same as, like, what you and I had. Like, for example, like, what Denise said. Like, when I would talk to the girls, like, about, like, their teammates and stuff, they kind of just didn't seem as close as they were as like compared to like Caroline and Hood and all them. So it was just like not really like team environment wise. It was just wasn't there compared to here, because here is like very like, again, family oriented, and like, I don't know, just everyone felt comfortable with each other, and I actually really liked it. And ever since like we came here, like I felt like it's like a little family, and it's so great to like come from so far away, like literally a whole day's drive to here, and I just feel like, okay, it's my new home.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% that. But for me, so I had a kind of interesting recruiting process, because my senior year of high school, I tore my ACL. And so, it's over here.
Again. Oh, there's no internet connection. Cool. Oh no.
Oh no.
What will we do?
Yeah. But, so yeah, my senior year of high school, in the midst of the recruiting process, I tore my ACL, like, fall. And so, the, like, offers that I had, they were kind of like, okay, well, like, you can still come as, like, a walk-on, but, like, we don't really have any money for you. And so, I was like, cool, I don't want to do that. And so, one of my coaches at my club at the time, he was like, well, what you can always do is take a gap year, train another year, because I'm in 04, I'm in 2004. So train another year in the 04-05 age group of our club, and then take some classes at a community college just part-time, so my 4 years of eligibility didn't start, and then go in as like the class of 23, incoming class of 27, to whatever college I decided to go to. So I ended up doing that. Played another year with my club team, and then from there, that's when I met Bruce. There was a couple other coaches, like there's some schools in California, Fullerton, University of Nevada.
They have a really nice facility. Nevada does, I think.
They do, yeah. The only thing is that my coach was like, it's a very narrow field, and you're a midfielder, and they're just gonna play long ball. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then University of North Dakota, loved the coach there, who actually recommended me to come here. He was the former coach at UNI, like some years ago.
Yep.
But he found out that I was in contact with Bruce, and he was like, you know, I don't have a lot of like money to offer you to come to North Dakota, but I think you'd really like it at UNI. And so I was like, hey. Okay, and so far, like, I have no regrets, like I said, so, yeah.
That's fair. So, as incoming freshmen, like, you both have had pretty solid playing times. I think one of you guys is averaging, like, 28 minutes. The other one, I don't remember which one. The other one is averaging, like, 34. Am I right in the ballpark for both of you?
I think
So, is that adding any, like, pressure into your daily routine, knowing that, hey, I am in the rotation, like, I am getting solid playing time, game in, game out? Is that just adding to your pressure of being a college athlete, college soccer player, anything like that?
Honestly, I just feel like I see it for me personally, just as more of like an expectation, like, okay, if you're gonna go in, like, you have to like just be on like all the time, like no matter what minute I go in at, no matter if I go in or not, like you just gotta be ready at all times. And that's what like I kind of like, I don't try to put like pressure on myself, because if when I put pressure, like it just does not work out for me. So like I just try to see it as like, okay, if you're gonna go in, you gotta do this. If you don't go in, be ready to go in no matter what, you know? Like, I don't know. Just be ready at all times, I think.
Yeah. But no, I would definitely say that I feel like sometimes it can get, like, you feel a little bit of pressure. Just because this is important to all of us, and we know that every time we step on the field, we're playing for more than just ourselves, and it's kind of like you don't want to be the reason that the team fails, or you don't want to be the reason that, you know, people look at you and they're like, okay, like that was kind of your fault, you know? But I feel like those are like you kind of have to expect to make mistakes, because nobody's perfect. Everyone's going to make mistakes. It's how you're going to recover from those mistakes. And I feel like before every game, if I ever feel any pressure because of whatever the lineup is, or if, you know, Bruce has told me like, okay, this is what you're going to do, this is your role, whatever, I feel like I always just have to remind myself that I actually like enjoy playing soccer, and it's more than like, okay, like don't mess up. It's more like have fun, you know? And so I have to remind myself like, okay, you enjoy playing soccer, have fun, and that's when you succeed. So that's kind of the way I deal with that pressure, and I feel like it's worked so far.
No, that's fair. And speaking of Bruce, like I feel like just from things I've heard about the freshman class, like speaking from Bruce, and the things that he's told Tim Harwood, the guy that does the ESPN Plus broadcast, it seems like he was very excited about this freshman class. Like he was like very ecstatic and just thinks very highly of you guys. So it's really cool to know that like, hey, even though we lost key players from last season, like Kenny Reichen, Siriat, Lizzie Muse, I could go down the list.
I love Lizzie.
Did you meet Lizzie Muse?
Yes,
yeah,
she lives at...
Oh, that's right. She still lives at the Red House, yeah.
Yeah, we were there, Marissa and I were there for preseason, and she's so funny. I love her.
She's literally such a character.
Yeah, she's definitely missed very much on the UNI soccer team, but I guess she's still in the area, so it's almost like she's still on the team, but
yeah.
If you guys see her again, convince her to join the Panther Soccer Prowlers.
Oh my gosh, she should.
Maybe we will.
No, she would join too.
I know she's so busy. She's in nursing school, but like, I'd be like, Lizzie, make time, please. We need you.
Exactly. Hey, you know, tell her about, this episode will be out past the Omaha game, but, you know, talk about the Omaha game. Be like, hey, it's Labor Day weekend. We need as many people out in the student section as possible.
Since
most students will go home and be lame and
sad.
I know it is. Shoot, I am going home that weekend, sort of. I'll be in Cedar Rapids that Friday, and then Spencer and I from Cedar Rapids will go straight to the Iowa State UNI football game, and then that night we'll go back to Cedar Falls in preparation for the soccer game. So going home, but
you're
not
still
really.
making it.
Oh, we go to all of the games.
And that's what counts, folks.
Yeah, even though we might be the only two that go or try to go to all the home games. Oh wait, no, I already missed one. Shoot, whoops.
Oh, called himself out. That's crazy.
Anyways.
It's okay.
What's your guys' favorite part about Cedar Falls so far?
Ooh, this is a good one. The Target's nice.
The Target?
Why?
I don't
You're
know.
the second freshman that has said that.
Really?
Marissa on the podcast was like, yeah, no, as soon as I saw the Target was the reason why I committed to you and I. I'm like, you're...
Is that nice? Like,
I like the Target. Okay, from like Cedar Falls as a whole, I like that it's very green. Like everything's green. I'm scared for winter because I normally, like winter is normally my favorite season, but like every time I say that here, they're like, you're from California, you're not ready for an Iowa winter, which I believe them. I just don't know how to like rate my expectations. Yeah. But
just buy a winter coat. Yeah. Buy like, you know, extra pairs of sweatpants. Double up on sweatpants. You'll be fine.
Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, I just like that everything's like green.
Yeah. So my favorite part, I don't know, like the downtown is really cute. Like I just like when I go bike down there, I'm just like, oh my god, this like is something I would see in like a
Hallmark movie. Literally,
it's true. I literally love it. Like every time I go by and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, you guys seem to go biking a lot because I remember I was by the Oh, what was it? It was the like the Aldi's area, you know, where that strip where Walmart and Target are.
Oh,
And I like drive to the interstate and I like see a girl that looks like Marissa. I'm like, there's no way that's Marissa. And then I see it on your story later that night that, oh, biking, whatever. I'm like, it was them. Why are they so far away from campus?
We biked. we biked the 3 miles to Target? To Walmart.
Yeah, it was like
It was us 2 biked there, and Marissa drove there with Soph because she wanted to get a bike, and then the 3 of us biked back.
We were just on a biking like thing for some reason.
We're starting a bike club. If you guys want to join.
Yeah.
I will not be. No, I'm kidding.
It's so fun.
No, I'm sorry. That's so mean.
No,
It's okay.
It's not for everyone, but it's okay. If anyone
probably
wants
the
to
only
buy a
members.
bike, we're gonna start walking up and down the halls and be like, "Do you have a bike? Want to go biking with us?
I'm going a little bike ride.
Want to go?"
No, that's such a great way to make friends because, like, especially in the dorms. Like, I feel so bad for you guys. Like, it's so hard to, like, I don't know. Well, I guess dorms is a community, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No, I know what you're saying, but we made more friends last night.
We did.
Because there's this girl in our hallway, and she one time we were outside in the hallway writing stuff down or something like that, and she was like, "What y'all doing?" So we made friends with her, and then last night she came by our room.
Because we weren't invited to one of the dorm
There was a hall party, and no one
They
invited us.
And the other girls that came in weren't invited either, so we were connecting on not being invited to the hall party. It was really
Anyways,
sad.
Yeah,
that's
we did end up
depressing.
making friends. Before, when we moved into the dorms, we were like, we're not gonna make any friends. Everyone, I'd be like, "Good morning," and they'd just be like,
Yeah.
Welcome to college.
I was like, okay, you don't have to say good morning back. That's fine.
Yeah, college students are either very, very antisocial or way too social.
Yeah.
So,
I
and
can see that.
yeah, and if you pick the wrong one, it just, I don't know, embarrasses you, and yeah, I don't know. That's how
Yeah, that's true.
It is what it is. But you want to be a part of the Jaylee Hicklin special?
Yeah, sure. What's that?
So, in episode 5, I believe. Yeah, episode 5, Jaylee. So I was interviewing Caroline, and Jaylee's like, "Oh, can I be a part of the bit?" And I'm like, "Okay, do whatever." And she's like, "All right, I'm just gonna ask Caroline a bunch of random questions," and just went on with it. And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And yeah, and we've done that with we've done that with every player interview since, besides one, I think. I think we forgot to do it for one player. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh yeah, Marissa and Olivia. Whoops, sorry.
Y'all don't get to be part of the Jaylee Hicklin special.
But anyways, so where you guys is actually Denise? What's your last name?
Camarena.
Camarena?
Yeah.
Because I mispronounced it twice now on the podcast.
No.
Camarena?
Camarena.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I've mispronounced it.
That's
many
okay.
times.
It's kind of difficult because you can also pronounce it in Spanish, Camarena, but English, Camarena. I feel like it's easiest.
All right. First question: Piazza or Rialto?
Piazza. The za.
Piazza.
Credit to Megan Bennington.
Prez.
She came to practice and she's like, "Y'all going to the za?" And we're like, "Yeah." So now we call it.
We just call it that. We love Benny.
We love Benny. She's actually so funny.
Yeah.
I love Benny.
She's on episode 12.
Oh, I'll go watch it just for
I
you,
know,
Benny.
just for Benny.
Do you guys have an MLS team that you guys support, or any professional team that you guys support?
MLS now, Inter Miami. We know why.
Into Miami too.
Stop the podcast.
Lionel
Nope.
Messi.
We have-
No, stop the podcast. Unbelievable.
Before that, Barcelona. We know why. Lionel Messi.
Stop the podcast again. No.
Okay.
I
like Liverpool.
Okay, that's good.
No, that's
Not
even
too-
worse.
they're not
That's
too
even
good right
that's
now,
even
so
worse.
It's kind of embarrassing to say out loud, but
It's okay.
You
You know
know-
who I always
You know
like
what?
watching play? Atletico Madrid.
That's respectable.
They're a good team. I really like the way they play. What's yours?
So that was a mess. My team got relegated 7 years ago.
Oh no.
The Queen Park Rangers.
oh,
8 years ago. 9.
Where are they from?
England.
Oh.
Yeah, they got relegated.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is. I'm suffering every day.
No.
Oh, what's your preferred soccer position?
I don't know. Right now I've been playing the 6 a lot, which I'm getting used to. Which
What's
is
the
defensive mid.
Okay.
Defensive center mid. I like playing attacking, and I've played that before. And then an 8, which is middle of the mids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just any midfielder. I feel like I've always played that, so it's more comfortable.
I like forward.
Oh really?
Yes. Like as a 9, like I like it because you just get to like
Score goals
and like press people. So
Press people.
fun. But I like the mid too. It's a lot of running, so it's cool.
Yeah. I just like it because you're involved in a lot of like, the play.
You're always like
because you're transitioning. It is a lot of running because you're back and forth, but like I don't know.
it's running with a purpose.
Yeah.
I like it.
So what opponent are you guys looking forward to playing against the most?
South Dakota.
Yes,
Oh,
that's a great answer.
Two of my
That's a
teammates are
great
already, and
answer.
we are literally gonna beat them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes, that's a good one.
I did mention in one episode of the podcast, as long as we beat South Dakota and Drake, I will come back to games because I cannot stand them. No, wait.
Wait, why can't you
That's-
stand South Dakota? I need to know.
Watch the documentary.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're watching.
Watch the documentary to find out.
All right.
Dakota.
I'm
Okay, good.
actually looking forward to UIC too, because I hear like
that's a
they're gonna
really
be a
big
good
matchup.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that's gonna be one of our tough ones, so I'm excited.
Because they come here this year, right?
Correct.
Yeah. 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 And that's
Yeah.
a Sunday game? I hope.
It might be a Thursday.
Oh, jeez. Oh, of course, the biggest game of the year. We can't get a massive soon section out for. Gosh darn it.
It's okay.
Struggles.
Dang
Any.
it.
Dang
it.
Ah.
All right, anything you guys want to add to the podcast? Any questions for the Panther Soccer Prowlers? Anything you guys want to add?
What game are you most excited for? Home game.
Home. Ah, dang.
Yeah.
Home game.
Yeah.
Oh, Southern Illinois. 100%.
Alright.
Or I think.
Oh, we know a girl out in
Yeah,
Southern
we need
Illinois.
two
Two girls.
Yeah.
I think that's a Sunday game.
I think I saw that on Sunday.
Either that or Illinois State, because that'll be Spencer and I's last ever home game, regular season. So, yeah, it'll be emotional for Spencer and I. I know that for a fact, but
So sad.
it is so sad because we've put a lot into this organization and making it run, and yeah. But
We appreciate it.
We do.
I think we see it when you guys are there, and we miss you guys when you're not. So, I think you guys are doing like a great thing. It's really cool to have that support.
that means the world. I appreciate it. And anyone you want to call out to be on the podcast for the next episode, which will be episode 18, unfortunately, because we already have someone for episode 16.
Okay. What do you think?
Did Morgan do it yet?
No, Morgan has not.
Morgan! You
Do
have
it.
to get on the podcast.
Now. She
Morgan,
has to.
she's such a star.
What did she say? Why is she not doing it?
We haven't asked her yet.
Oh.
We haven't called her out yet.
Morgan.
Barney. This
We are
is your
calling
calling
you out.
card. Gotta get on the podcast.
I guess Morgan's next.
Yep.
But anyways, thank you guys again.
Now.
Right now.
Well, yeah, right now.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, Morgan better be in that seat.
Yep.
She will.
Right
Yeah.
here, Morgan.
No pressure.
But pressure.
There's actually, I just
There's
want to say,
actually
there's
a
so
lot
much
of
pressure.
It's okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys again for being a part of this lovely episode of the podcast where it's early in the morning when we're recording. Not that early anymore.
Early-ish.
Feels early for me.
4 a.m.? I don't know. That feels pretty early.
It's early.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
It's a
thanks
lot of
again,
fun.
and good luck the rest of the year, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Got the camera.